Hey guys, so in this lecture we are going to learn how you can edit and adjust your text to suit your message. So in order to get the text properties panel, select this text and you will get the text properties panel that has 5 tabs: type, color, shape, effects, and style. Whenever you want to get the design properties panel again, just click anywhere in space here outside your post. Okay, now back to the text properties. So on the left side in the preview window, you can click and drag the text to reposition it to where you want. You can also click and drag any of these 4 circles to scale the text. And you can rotate it by clicking and dragging this arrow control here. Okay. Also, as you can see here, whenever you select a text on your design, you would have delete to remove the text, duplicate to create a copy of this selected text, and edit to edit your message. You can also double-click on the text to get the screen in which you can edit and type in your own message. So here I'm gonna type in my message, then click Done. And as you can see here, the default text has been updated to the message that we have just entered. Okay, now let's check out the first tab that we have here in the text properties panel. The first tab is Type. In the Type tab, you can select your font type from this drop down here. You can also upload your own fonts if you want to. Then you have the text alignment controls, and the capitalize and fit control. Next you have 4 slider controls. The first is the font size. Next one is the letter spacing, in which you can add more space between each letter. And then you have the line spacing, where you can increase the space between each line. And last you have the text opacity, where you can make the text completely opaque or slightly faded. Perfect. So this is all what you have in the Type tab. Next tab is the Color. And here you can change the current color of your text. So for instance here, I'll change it to white. And now let's head to the Shape tab. And here you would find shapes that you can add as a backing shape or a frame to your text. You have some nice variations that you can try out and choose the one you like. You have also the padding slider here that you can use if you want to. And if you don't like to have any backing shape, you have the option here to select none. So here I'll leave it to the same default option. It looks good to me, but you are definitely free to choose whatever you want. Now let's go to the next tab, which is Effects. And here you have some nice effects that you can apply on your text, like shadow, outline, cutout, shadow and outline, and so on and so forth. And as always, once you select any, it will be previewed here, and each one also has some properties that you can choose to change or adjust according to your preference. And also you have here the None option if you don't want to have any text effects. Okay, so far so good. The next and last tab we have here in the text properties panel is the Style tab. Once you start dragging this green circle, it will give you some nice text style suggestions. As you can see here, there is something common in all tabs here, which is text styles. You have a primary text style, and you can add a secondary text style. Once you have added a secondary text style, you will realize on the left side here, you can see that you can highlight which part of your text that you would like to be displayed in the secondary text style. And once you have added a secondary text style, it will also have its own text properties that you can assign in each one of these tabs here, yet always make sure that the secondary text style is selected. If you want to show the text properties of the primary text style, just click on it. If you changed your mind and want to delete the secondary text style, simply hover on it with your mouse, and as you can see here, you have the delete icon. Click on it to remove the secondary text style. Perfect. So this is all what you need to know about the editing and adjusting text in your graphic post in Adobe Spark. Now let's wrap up the main points of this lecture. So in this lecture, we learned how to reposition, scale, rotate, delete, duplicate, and edit a text. We also learned how to adjust font properties, how to change text colors, how to add backing shapes, and how to add text effects. And finally, how to change the text style and add a secondary one and set its own different text properties. Perfect. In the next lecture, we are going to learn how to edit and adjust an image in a graphic post in Adobe Spark. I hope you are enjoying so far. Please, if you do have any question or if anything that is unclear to you, let me know by posting your question on the discussion board and I'll reply as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching and looking forward to seeing you next lecture.